Eurovision 2024. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle. Hey girl. I'm ready to go. How you feeling? Eurovision fam. Are you ready for the show? We gotta keep it real. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here because we have a lot ahead of us. I mean, we've got to talk about, will it still qualify? Hey, if you've never been in my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, this is your opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. And like I said, today we're breaking down the question that's really on everyone's mind. Will it still qualify? Okay, so obviously we haven't had full access to the rehearsals, and everything could change when you experience something in full. I'm not delusional. You know that. So although we only have kind of snippets of these performances to go off of, we're going to have a little bit of fun here, okay? We're going to have a little bit of fun and live slightly in the world of delusion, which is a fun place to be. I mean, it's a fun, lovely place to be. And yes, this is live. So folks, hello. Okay. Hey, Alesia, can we talk about Ireland? We will. Morning. Yes, you're on time. And I'm on time because I'm here. All right. We're going to break this down. I think the best way of doing this is I'm going to start off and sort of present to you because we're going to break down semifinal one first. So if you all remember and you watch my semifinal predictions, this is where I left it at. This is where I was like, okay, it's a lock. Green is what I felt confident about. I was like, okay, I'm feeling like these are a lock. All the things in yellow, it was like, depending upon what happens live, any of the yellow could interchange. So obviously our countries in yellow on the fence could change. So we have that. And so I sort of listed those pieces out, and then out, we decided to go with orange. And so out was what we had. Now, taking a quick look at this, I had Slovenia and Poland on the fence. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I feel pretty good about having those two on the fence, particularly with what we got visually. Of course, we know, I don't want to be that, I don't want to be quite that zoomed in. Like, nope. Poland was the one that I was just like, I just don't know what they're going to do live, because we have had situations where Poland has missed out. We can't act like Poland just has this like 100% qualifying record, but we are living in an all televote world. And so it wouldn't be delusional to think Poland could get in. Where I was saying I thought that there could be movement mostly was Poland taking out Cyprus and Cyprus just missing out. That was the world that I was living in. And then with Slovenia, I actually said, I think in the past, people were comparing Slovenia and Ireland. And I began living in a world where I was like, nope, I think it's Portugal and Slovenia that are really duking it out here. Up next, I had Australia making it. Now, given the rehearsals, we could be living in this. This could actually be the world. But we're going to go through the clips. We're not going to listen to all of them. I'm going to keep my lock the way that I had it before. And we're going to answer the question, will it still qualify? I don't know. I wish I could have like sound effects on this and like make it echo. Qualify. Let me see what you all are kind of saying just off of this. Gustav, Poland staging is horrible. Alexander, Slovenia is in. Jeff, I'm not going to lie, or Jeff. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous for Raven. Shay, I think Poland is replacing Australia here. But then we got Hailey saying Poland will not qualify with that staging. Hailey, Australia will not qualify for sure. Zurigo, as long as I get Serbia, Portugal, and Slovenia in the semi, I'm fine. I don't think we're going to get all three. I would love to see it. So here, let's break this out. Oh, Lee says Poland's vocals were not great at rehearsal. Here, so we have the screen. Now we got to answer the questions. We got to get realistic about this stuff. And so let's see where we get here. Okay, so we got Cyprus here. Okay. Here's the thing with this. We got way too many wide shots. I did point this out with the styling. I wish she would have had a top that actually is popping a little bit more. I just think it ends up feeling like a little bit washed out with what we're getting. And yeah, just too many wide shots. I don't know if these camera angles are the most effective thing that we could possibly um for a dance break. I don't know, but it is very Tate McRae, who's international celeb right now. This is opening the show can be an advantage. um all in all, I think so if we remember, I had Cyprus making it. I'll be real with y'all, we could go on and make this movement here, and we could do that swap, because I think I was living in a world before where I was already going to be worried about Cyprus, so that could be a thing that happens. But let's keep going. Let's just keep going. All in all, I'm saying Cyprus could still make it, but if it's making it, it's scraping by, barely. Okay, and then wait, someone said, okay, but Poland is also out. Poland is not qualifying, y'all. I don't know. Let's keep going. So next up we have oh yeah, I don't know about this dance break camera work. I don't know, but it looks like she's doing a lot. The camera cuts are good here, but I do think it's too many wide shots. I don't think the crowd is going to be feeling this that much. Okay, Taya was in an article and said that she wanted more face shots. I'll tell you, this vocal is not vocaling in the way that it needs to vocal for qualification's sake. If I'm being real, yeah, yeah. So hold on. Here we go. Oh, Andrea, Cyprus is not making it. Gutted about my country. Campfire need better camera angles for Serbia. Other than that, it's solid. I think Serbia is going to be just fine. But I will tell you, the vocal needs to hit, because this is not a vocally challenging song. And if there is like even 3-4 bum notes for more than 5 seconds, coming second is tricky. We just need that to be perfect. Lithuania is qualifying with ease, y'all. With ease. I remember there was like a world where people were talking about it not qualifying. It just looks so professional. And quiet as it's kept, its performances like this that hurt Cyprus a little bit, because it's just so slick. But I don't know, we haven't experienced Cyprus in full, so maybe in full it's really not that bad. But Lithuania is definitely still making it. So if we're talking about is it still qualifying, it most certainly is still qualifying. Again, with ease. With ease, I do believe. Okay. Hold on real quick. Let me hop into these comments. Axel, hear me out. I'm fearing Serbia might not qualify. Well, it won't if the vocal's not together. It won't if the vocal's not together. Angelina, Cilia at least sing and dance. We'll see what the vocal is like on the night. But again, I think Cyprus is in the same boat as Serbia. I mean, here's the thing I will say. Cyprus's song is actually vocally challenging. It's in the upper register, and she is doing a lot of dancing. But if her vocal is tight and tired, as we have heard it sound before, where it just sounds like she's almost like straining her voice, it's not going to make it. It won't make it. So that's the only thing. Serbia has moved from certain qualifier to borderline. I could see that happening, but it was always, again, it'll come down to the execution. All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah. Okay, come on. Let's talk about Ireland. Ireland is qualifying, and I just want to put y'all back into the realm of reality that I was living in my predictions. I began living in a world where I was like, I think Ireland makes it. The bombast of it, and this was me having faith that it would be executed well. I just felt like Bambi was not going to get on the stage and do something bootleg. And a lot of people are like, oh, but the delegation. I'm like, the delegation really hasn't been behind the creative direction for some of the stagings that we've had. They fund it, but it's been the artist who like drives it. And so I had faith that Bambi would execute well. And here we are looking at it happening oh so effectively. And when I tell you camera angles are free, in the name of camera angles are free, come on, Bambi. boom. I mean, it's so effective and it provides such an immersive experience for the viewer. I don't know why more countries don't do this. It's really stupid. It's if you want to win. If you want to win. Okay, Ukraine is making it. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this visual. Beautiful. It's immersive without taking you out of the fact that you are on the Eurovision stage. Ukraine knows how to do Eurovision. This one is still qualifying with ease. Okay? With ease. It's making it. It's making it. I don't know what else to say. Hold on, let me hop into the comments before we go to Poland. Let's just before we get to Poland, let's revisit the comments. Okay. Carrera, Ukraine is so gorgeous. I love the song. Only thing is you can see where the prop ends and you can see its little legs help. Well, when I was talking about that with the reveal for the UK, everyone was just like, "Oh, you're nitpicking." And I was, because I was like, that is what one does when you want to see something do really well. You will pick it apart so then it can be as perfect as it possibly can be. So yeah, if we can if we can clean up as much as we possibly can, we most certainly should clean up. Joel says, Ukraine was never my favorite, but this clip won me over. Francisco, Ukraine has winner potential. Well, duh. We've been saying that for months. People were like, well, Alesia, blah, blah, blah. Months. Okay. Joseph, Ukraine winner. I don't know if they're winning, but there's that. Ukraine can win the semi. We said that too over here. We definitely had that conversation about Ukraine potentially winning the semi over here. So that's happening. Ukraine definitely has the ability to polish this before the semi. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hepelo, Ireland for the first time since 2018 is doing something right. Well, I mean, I won't. Well, no. In the name of Brooke, everything was right. That's rich. It was just a really tough semi and an uphill battle with her doing a song that was just so like kind of current and fresh in a non-competitive way in the forum that is Eurovision, aka a song contest. Ebo, I feel comfortable for Ireland now, definitely qualifying. I mean, I tried to tell y'all. I mean, and like I said, I was like, if I'm living in a world of delusion, I'll admit it. If we watch it live and it's not giving, I will live it. But no, Ireland, I mean, this is just, the immersive experience with which they're providing us is just so top tier. I don't even know what else to say. Okay, so let's talk about the tower. Okay, so we got Ukraine. Here we go. Okay, so this vocal it's a little shaky. It's not precise. And I always say this, I love staging, but we should never stage to the point that it makes it difficult for a singer. Perfect example, Roxanne. Now, I also think y'all were making a lot of excuses for Roxanne, and I said it then and I'll say it now. And I don't see people really making those excuses for Luna, which is good because we're all adults here. And if you're a professional singer, you have to be able to receive the critique. It's a lot going on here. Yeah, see, it's like it's like the vocal, we're not being disciplined with our microphone and it's making us sound exasperated and we need to be sounding precise and professional. And so, I don't know. It's just, what are y'all thinking? Let's see. So, Puriot, the vocal mixing here is awful, girl. She needs to pull a Colleen and have a louder backing track, no offense. Well, you utilize the tools with which you have so that you are able to excel. Gustav, it's too much. Claudia, she has lost her vocal control, unfortunately. I mean, look, this is a clip. So maybe this is just, well, I don't know. Why would you choose this clip, though? You know what I mean? But maybe this was just a thing. And here we are to offer, the constructive criticism. So it's like, girl, we hear that it's off. Fix it. Let's fix it. So then when we watch this in full, we can be like, okay, she fixed it. And then maybe you can make it. Now, so I mean, I had Poland on the fence. A lot of people were like, just given, the diaspora, Poland will make it. But the thing is, I think the diaspora does in Poland. I mean, they do have some level of taste. They do. And this is a tough semi. So I don't know. If it's in, if it's in, well, I know this sounds bad. If it's in, it's probably taking the spot of something else that was probably executed better. I mean, that's the truth that we're probably going to end up living in next Tuesday evening. Yeah, the vocal is not. Yeah, it's the vocal in this one that's hurting it. I actually don't hate the visuals though. I'm like, go for it. Be extra. Do the ridiculous. I'm kind of here for it. So we could just do that. Um I mean, it's just so crazy and kind of camp. I'm sort of into it. Qualifying with ease. There's a reason why this has had winner potential since the song dropped. I know some of y'all were just being haters and you just didn't want to see Croatia win. Well, buckle up. It's fine. And then some people are like, oh, but the staging could be better. It's fine. Like, and again, oh, the vocal again. Like what? Like, let him just sing this damn rock song and call it a day. It's qualifying with ease. It'll probably come second in the televote here. It could win the televote in the final. Like, let's just live in the reality. And then here, Hedda Bjork is coming to get back on that Iceland Air flight on Thursday evening. Because this is not going to be in the final. We didn't think it was qualifying. There's nothing here to change our minds. And I just, because this was the second rehearsal. So I had already done my video on the styling, right? So they're keeping the belt, the vaginal fringe. Let it go, Iceland. Let's put the outfit back on from the national selection. It was great. It looked beautiful. I mean, I like this jumpsuit, but just not the vaginal fringe belt. And then Raven. So there's been a lot of talk about this one. I'm not liking the far camera angles. I do think the pools of light, we need, honestly, here's what's missing from this performance. Dry ice. Is it too late? Do we not have it in the budget just to bust out the dry ice and the fog? It's just looking like we're in a field of light pooling in. Now, this is the end of the song, so maybe at the beginning it's a little bit more mystical. But I think it's just everyone's looking really exposed. And I just think we need a little bit more fog and smoke. I mean, Raven sounds great. And I think the visual concept is here. But I don't want to see their legs, the dancers. You know what I'm saying? So I will tell you, I was on the fence about Slovenia in a way that I was like, I would have this advance if it was just a televoting public of me. This would easily be advancing. But this visual, I think, actually will throw people off. What are y'all talking about? Um, Revolution 909, the stage design this year makes a lot of acts look bare. No, let's not blame the stage. We've got to blame these delegations. You're working with what you're working with. Jeff says, I needed the staging to be more dark. Zoriko, Slovenia's song is so dark and the staging is way too bright. Abby C, Slovenia is a lockdown qualifier, in my humble opinion. Hepelo is coming back with Hera. Don't write off Hera completely. Say na 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 qualify, and you've never learned that. See, first of all, Say na 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 was fun. Okay, it was fun. It also didn't deserve to qualify that year either. So I mean, so it's not about a lesson. It's just, if you're talking about what I want to see advance and what I don't, I just think there's other things here that people are gravitating towards that will advance. I was more of a Sarah had I didn't know than a say na 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 type of person. Flat vocals for a whole entire song, silly staging, but everyone was just like, I just want San Marino to qualify. And then they made it. Wow, how impactful that performance was at the grand final. Oh, okay. I'm just talking shit. I did have my Fanta this morning. No, I would like to see Slovenia advance, but I think we should not be seeing the dancers' legs. That's the problem. That I think that's the problem. We're not getting as immersive as an experience as we should be having. And moving on from that to an immersive experience, Finland is qualifying, y'all. I know some of y'all just don't want it to qualify, but it's going to happen. I will tell you, my mom does not like Finland's song. She gave me another rundown at dinner yesterday on the songs she likes and songs she does not like. She was like, yeah, Finland just does nothing for me. For me, this is making it. It's making it. It's just, yeah, it's making it. Moldova, y'all know I was ready to fight and tussle in the streets over this song. And there were some people when the visuals of this performance came out, people were like, ooh, like, oh, see, don't count out Moldova. I'm like, no. This is not the right visual, though. It's not making it. I just, and y'all know I love this song. I was willing to fight for it, but it's not going to happen. Where are the clones? Bring me back the clones. I mean, I do think that these visuals are beautiful, but it's just, I think it'll just be, beautiful gowns, very pretty, the violin and everything. But I don't think it's doing enough to make people fervent for it to make it an advance. I've been telling y'all for a minute, I love this song. Like, there is a world where I could see Azerbaijan advance. Like, but unfortunately, I think that world was prior to 2018. I just think that this song is actually the issue. I think it's executed well. I kind of like the motocross staging. I like it. I mean, it is beautiful, but I do think, and I think it'll be a visual feast, but I just don't think it's going to make it. What are y'all thinking? Jeff, the song is really underrated. This year is just so competitive, though. I agree. Petar, Azerbaijan is out. Oh, Daniel says Azerbaijan is making it, I think. Shay says Fari's vocal is too weak. I don't think so. Yeah. And then Peter, say na 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 still came top 10 in the televote in the final. Y'all can keep tussling about it. My issue isn't that it didn't make it. My issue is, should it have made it? Should it have gotten that many points? That's all. That's all. I think just sometimes years when we have clear winners, and to me, 2019, everyone, even though it ended up not being kind of a clear winner situation, the way the voting came down, where everyone was just like, look, the Netherlands, or yeah, 2019, yeah, the Netherlands is making it and blah, 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 and is going to win, that I think it allowed people the space to kind of just vote for other things because it's like, oh, I just kind of want to see it advance and like do well. This year, we don't have that. This year is an extremely competitive year. People are going to be fighting in the trenches for the songs that they love. So we don't have a lot of money just to be throwing around for some stuff just to be like, well, it makes me feel good. I don't think that that's really the vibe. I think the vibe is, oh, I love this song. I love these 3 songs. I'm going to vote for these 3 songs. Or like, I love this one song. And are there a whole bunch of people who are like, I just love Iceland's song so hard that I need to be fighting in the trenches for it to the point that I'll spend money on it? That's, I think, the realistic question. In a year where it feels like we have a clear winner, you can kind of do that. Like, think about it. Like last year, I think everyone was like, it's down to Katia and Loreen. So to me, I was like, I got free votes to like give to Latvia, who I want to see advance. I've got votes that I want to give to Blanca Paloma because I just believe in entries like that. Because it's like Loreen didn't need my points. I didn't need to spend my money on Sweden last year in theory. So I think that that's something that we should be considering. And, kind of to round this out, yeah, I think Azerbaijan is still out. And let me see what y'all are kind of thinking. Angelina, Azerbaijan will make it, I'm sure. It has fans. Not that many. It doesn't. I'm so serious. Like, it doesn't. I like it. I think it's beautiful, but I had a awakening, like, I think it was last week or the beginning of like this past week, that I was like, oh no, I think I've realized why people aren't as fervent for it. There is a little bit of a of a throwback dated quality. And I don't mean this negatively. It's just, that Sting song. And I just think, yes, music is cyclical, but we haven't come back around to that sound yet. I don't think. And then moving on to Australia. Okay, now y'all know I love this song. Why do we have these really slow, wide camera angle shots though? I think the visuals are right. I think the styling is right. But I mean, I'm willing to say like this, we could be letting this one go. Just, I don't know, but the didgeridoo moment is good. Like I think that actually might be effective. And it could end up maybe like a Moldova last year. Because like, let's be real, Moldova last year didn't have a ton of budget, but the song was kind of mystical. Dun, 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 dun. And I think people gravitated towards it's sort of, I think, the stripped down quality of it, but it just was like kind of a good song. Cause like I think this could be a moment. And not to mention, I think it could also be a moment like, just something that people want to like coalesce around. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Okay. Jeff, votes are going to be strategic this year. Um, Hold on. Darian, Iceland is in the same boat as Moldova, but Hera has charisma. I agree with that. I mean, I told y'all, I really have no notes for Iceland other than now this belt that Hera is wearing in this jumpsuit. But I think it's going to sound good. I think the staging is going to be good. I had no notes for it. I just was like, is this the year that people are going to want to pick up the phone and call for something like this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Where are we at? Um, Hepelo, the one solace I can find is that Montaigne won't be Australia's only non-qualifier anymore. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Like, I don't know. That doesn't feel great. Ye says Australia will benefit from a live crowd. They should make it. I mean, I do agree with that. And I think I've said that from jump that I do think Australia's is kind of hard to place, like, because it is that other character that's sort of missing. Official Spencer, Australia is in, Azerbaijan in. And whose spots are they taking? Where are we going to place these people? And then Australia is a sure non-qualifier. Oh wait, I need Australia, but where was the fire curtain on the long note? But sometimes they wait. They will. I know actually, but they're technically supposed to, I think, do it in the second rehearsal, at least like last take. So I don't know. So here's where we're gonna go back. Because basically you have to answer the question, is it still qualifying? And here's where I was locked before. And here's where I think I might move things. If I wanted to move things, this is what I would do. I would actually say, oh, and wait, on this video we didn't get, oh, hold on real quick. Why is Portugal not in this one? Hold on, because we got Australia. Did we get was something missing from here? There was something missing. Hold on. Let's see. At least throw it up there. Throw it in the bag. Maybe Portugal was like working on some other things, so they're like in another recap. But we don't even have to do it because we saw it. Okay. So here's where I would move things if I had to move things. Australia is now on the fence. And some of y'all would have said they were on the fence before. I'm saying Poland gets the edge. And honestly, and real talk, actually, quiet as it's kept, it could really be this. So based off of this, and these are just the 30-second snippets, so I can't really say that this is a lock. And if you watch semifinal 2 with me, we'll do like a little update and kind of see, like, after I've seen the show in full, like where I'm at. But I mean, I could see this being the world, because let's live in a world that people like the didgeridoo of it all, and the crowd in the arena is really feeling Australia. I think that adds an element to it. I do think Australia maybe just picked like the all wrong clip too, because I don't even know if that's the aspect of the performance that I would have dropped. Well, but we got didgeridoo, so I don't know. I'm saying Poland because they do have friends. And if Luna, y'all don't even care about vocals sometimes. That's why I'm kind of like, like if people are just into the visual of it all, it makes it. And maybe this is what we get. Like maybe this is the scenario that we could be living in. Based off of the rehearsals, that's what I could see. What are y'all talking about? Sorry, but Portugal is so much better than Serbia. Okay, well, in this prediction, we're including both. So, Hepelo, Serbia shouldn't be green. Look, I'm not changing the colors. I'm just doing like, will it still qualify? So I'm not changing the colors in this one. But I'm saying like this is where I could be. Hold on. Local Pie, do you think Windows 95 Man will steal votes from Luna for those who like crazy visuals? No, I think it's a different blend. And then why is all this okay, here. Yeah, so I'm not changing the colors. Okay, I'm not changing the colors this time. It'll take too long. Okay, oh, and official Spencer said Portugal is in and I meant Australia is out. Well, see, I already have Portugal in. So to me, that's not really a shift. And yeah. And then someone, Anton Lee, Portugal will make it. Are y'all not seeing Portugal in here? Is this not updating? Portugal, I have Portugal qualifying, so you don't need to tussle in the comments about it because it's gonna make it. All right, let's get into semifinal 2. And so here we go. So just so y'all know, again, the way I'm not changing the colors today, we won't do that. But the way that I did this before, I had green sort of like, oh, I feel confident about it. And then the yellows were all countries that I could see moving. The yellows were all countries I could see moving. And I put Malta in pink because I really was just like, depending upon what Malta is doing on the stage, like they could be way more like, way more comfortably qualifying than any of us think, from it. The national selection was a little bit stripped down, so it was harder maybe to scale up in our eyes what it could be on the stage ultimately. So let me just say, I had Greece qualifying, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Armenia, Norway, Austria, Belgium, Israel, Estonia, and Georgia. Now, I'll tell you based off of, and I've always said Denmark was the one waiting in the wings. I said, Latvia, I just didn't know where to place it because I was kind of like Latvia hedges on, I think, like Belgium really eating it in a way. But I like, y'all know, I always saw a path for San Marino. I was like, for people who like rock, like, I think that there's a pathway here. And then to be fair, like Czechia, I just think it's such a solid studio cut. So let's, I want to break down. So we have the part 2, which I think Portugal's going to end up being shown in this one. And let's just see. Okay, let's see what we got here, because I think, yeah, we got the Sarah Bonici of it all. Sarah with the gap. I love Sarah Bonici. I really want to meet her. I just feel like she's just like, she gives like showgirl vibes, like in that Krista Secrets. My Fanta. No. Let me see what y'all are kind of talking about. You skipped them on the recap. I didn't. The EBU did. So I think they might be showing up somewhere in here, or maybe, like I said, they didn't offer up their ones. So let's just get into this one. Okay. This just looks really professional. And the thing is, Sarah Bonici can sing live. And I think that's the thing that people are not giving this girl credit for. And it's so strange because it'll be the same people fighting in the comments for the non-vocalists that we have on the stage dancing and not singing. So that's strange to me. So let's, oh, really? They're not? Oh, okay. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah. With Albania, Bessa sounds good, which is good, but I just don't understand what the narrative in this staging package is. I like the holographic outfit. I don't know. It's, to me, this production I just find so empty. That's the problem. But I know some of y'all really want to fight for this making it. Yeah, like some of y'all really want to fight for this making it. I don't know. Okay, here. I want Albania in, but the staging is off. Amethyst, it looks a bit cheap. Jockey, Albania is just weird this year. Daniel, it's empty. The problem is for me, it's the production. Um, okay. Okay, I know some of y'all were thrown off by this. Here's the thing. There could be more happening here, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what it is. And honestly, what I've left it off on, I don't think I like this camera work. I think that's my problem. I think I need more energy from my camera. And then one of the things I hate is this looks like a mistake. The camera needs to like they need to literally take the camera, and if we're filming them, you need to spin around and pan like the crowd. So then when you come back, they've got the cloths in the air. It just looks sloppy. And now I'll tell you, with Nemo Switzerland, I wouldn't be taking a risk with this outfit. I just wouldn't, because I'm competitive and I would just want to do something. But I will say this staging concept is amazing. But I just wouldn't want my clothes to distract from the vocal. Like, the song is already bombastic, so you don't really have to do that much with the staging. Like, I kind of liked the train ticket look in like the train ticket look in the music video. I also didn't mind kind of the gown. Here's my only challenge with this one is, why are we leaving the jacket on the whole time? Do we not have anything under? Like, maybe we rip off the jacket and then we're on it. Yeah. Revolution 909 Switzerland are harming their chances with this hair and outfit. Well, the hair is fine. Petar, Switzerland is great. They just need another outfit as soon as possible. William, Nemo is qualifying, but the outfit isn't that good. I mean, with Nemo, the question isn't so much qualification. Is this still a package to win? Ag Andreas, Marina herself said that she don't want to show this part and told us not to worry. Okay, so good. I mean, I just told y'all how y'all can clean it up. Have the camera pan the crowd and then come back around. Because it just looks like an error. But also it begs the question, why is this the clip? Yeah. But yeah, Switzerland is still qualifying. No question. We're still making it. And then this looks great. I think Aiko has some of the best styling this year. It's on trend and it also looks fitted and cool. And it doesn't sound bad. Is it bad that I think there's an energy missing from this. I think we're getting it with the fire. Maybe the crowd will help, but this is still out though, right? Like, it's back for real. Is it? Official Spencer loved Czechia, but I don't think that this is messy at all. I actually think this is really clean. Ed Venus, Czechia used the stage the most creative way this year. I mean, I think the stage is good. And we have the fight that comes up. I don't know if that clip is in here. I think that looked really, really cool, how they were utilizing like one of the cubes as like a screen. I mean, here's the thing. This looks really good. Do I think it'll be enough to make it win or like qualify? Probably not, but I'm not saying that that's right. This is though, yeah, but it looks so good. I mean, this looks beautiful. I love the styling. Here's the thing. Okay. I need to talk. We're still talking about Czechia. Big improvement, possible qualifier. Benny, it feels like she is avoiding shouting, but ends up singing too quietly. Yeah, there's a stifling happening. And then, to be honest, we need to stifle a little bit because we can't be doing, like, no. Stop hollering at me. Okay. And then Schnitzel, I'm sorry, but I can't with Colleen's vocals. Kelidori, if Czechia does a Remo, I'm here for it. Look, I the song I think is great, and the staging from Czechia is great. I would not be mad to see it advance at all. At all. But I think my only challenge is, well, what are we gonna lose? And will it be something deserving of losing? But here, Daniel, Austria is not giving vocals. Um, can we? Um, okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Sand. I told you Denmark is ready. They're ready to hop in. Okay, and the vocals, Saba's doing some good dynamics. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Denmark to me, I think is ready if anyone really drops the ball. And I mean, here's the thing, y'all. Do y'all think that, I mean, because everyone has all these comments talking about Colleen's vocal. There's a lot of comments talking about it. But do you think that that's enough to make it not qualify? That I think is what I'm struggling with. I think that there have just been times, I mean, we were just talking at the beginning of this video about Say Na Na Na, and Serhat was flat the entire time, and Serhat got to make it. So are we saying Colleen won't make it because the vocal is off? Because if Colleen's not making it, then that clears the space for Malta to possibly make it, and then we get two bops being Malta and Georgia, because that could happen. I don't know. Um, Armenia is qualifying with ease. We knew that this was happening. Nothing is changing here. It's making it, it's fun, it's joyful. You know, some people talking about, well, could Estonia have done, the Moldova 2022 of it all? Not with Armenia right there saying, sing along with me, dance with me. La, 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 la. Yeah, this is just, it's making it with ease. We don't even need to do more of that. I love what um Dons is wearing. Me so believer. I mean, do you think that this takes Belgium's spot? Does it have enough momentum to do so? Because there weren't people really fighting for Dons to make it. Of course, when the song was selected, people were fighting for it. Hmm. Okay. Okay. So Rylan is done. Okay. So let's no. So let's pull back up our thing here, because here's the thing. The real question I want to ask. So let's see what this. Okay. Here we go. Don has no chance. My toilet break. Sorry. Flying. Cool. And the circles begin. Don's LED tree looks identical to Jamala's. Gustav says, I don't like the oh, I like it. I think it looks great. And it's very on trend right now. Yeah. William says Latvia is just dull. So here. Oh, wait. Low key, I feel like Latvia has a better chance than Estonia. I don't think so. I could see the thinking in that. But here. Okay. Aaron, the fan said that Alessandra's vocals weren't great, but people still ate the song up. Here's the challenge. With Alessandra last year, the song was already a hit. It was already familiar. Some people had already heard it. So by the time you saw it on the Eurovision stage, you were probably already deciding that you were going to pick up the phone and vote for it. So you might not have even been fully paying attention to the song because you were so busy trying to sing it yourself. The vocals were not what they needed to be from Alessandra, a young performer situation where she basically lost her voice and then wasn't disciplined enough to get it back, or the delegation wasn't putting enough, like, I think, protections to make sure that there was the space for her to get it back. But it ended up doing it. So Achnik, Austria is designed to not rely on vocals from day one. Yeah, but I do hear that. I mean, this is not a vocal performance song. You know, it's just, it's really obvious that I think it's off at times. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge. Okay, so this is what I had before. So this is what I had before. I do think if I wanted to change colors, I do think Latvia is probably out. I think I am living in a world where San Marino, I think, has become more fence-ish for me. Um, I would say with Estonia, I think Estonia is tumbling a little bit. I think Georgia is here. You know, if I wanted to, if I wanted to move things here, I think Israel is making it. I think I do still think Belgium is making it, y'all. I know, yeah, I know some of y'all are not or were not feeling Belgium, but I do still think it's enough to make it. So let's go into this like second half. I mean, we already sort of did this before, but San Marino is I think fine. Carrera says Belgium could go both ways. At Venus, the energy is so off for Belgium. I just think people at home are gonna be into it. That's I think the thing here. So Georgia, to me, obviously, we talked about this before. Georgia has leveled up. Like, they're doing what they need to do. We're getting a vocal and a visual. And that's why I'm just struggling a little bit with Austria because, like, yeah, we're getting a visual, but we're not getting a vocal. But then I would say the element that Austria has over Georgia is I think Austria is a stronger song. Um, so let's see. Um, Gaston says San Marino is a qualifier. It's Bubblegum Ireland. Um, oh, Carrera, Georgia. Oh my God, I could not be happier with the staging. Ag Andreas Miss Bonici is taking Estonia's spot. I don't know if I have to go through all of this for y'all. I mean, I think we kind of get it, like what's happening here. I think y'all have seen that I did react in a separate clip. And let me just see, because I don't know what happened with because I really thought we had Portugal. And let me just see again. Let's see. Because I thought we had it. I thought we had it. So can we see? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Just to give the shine to the entries. Yeah, just to give the shine. Here we go. Okay. I mean, Portugal, I mean, this is beautiful. Portugal is making it. I said that I felt like Portugal could be on the cusp, but Portugal is making it, and I do think Portugal is a country to be reckoned with when it comes to the final. I see juries really rewarding this, and yeah, and there's just something really effective about this. Although I don't love the pants, I don't love this version of the wide leg pants, but visually it's arresting. No one's gonna forget about it, and Yolanda sounds great. Okay. Oh wait, so now we're getting Tali's. Why do we still have these braids? This does not look good. You'd be better off just like bumping her hair with a blowout. Why are we doing these braids? It's not good. But this outfit, we're playing with color. It's a little bit better. I know, I mean, her vocal is fine, so I'm not worried about her voice. We could have had a little bit more color on our girl, though. We could play with a little bit more oranges to make her pop. She's sort of blending in with her dancers, and she's not really a dancer. But at least we do have some fabric that's moving, which I kind of suggested. But yeah, no, those braids, they're not even thick. Like, they're not full. Like, we want a fullness to them or something. Whatever. She sounded good, and the outfit is better, even though I think she could pop a little bit more on the stage. I think she's blending in a little bit too much with her dancers, and ultimately this is about making our performer look good and making sure that they shine and stand out on the stage. So here we go. Okay, let's get back into semifinal 2. And I'm not changing colors. I won't change colors. I'm just going to move things around. Here's the thing, y'all. I think Belgium is still making it. I feel real on the fence about Austria because I just feel like Malta is besting Austria in a lot of different ways. Vocally, I think some could even argue visually. I just think it's your taste because I think Sarah Bonici is giving us kind of Eurovision standard, like showgirl pizzazz. And I think Colleen is giving a little bit more like polished pop perfection, like mainstream artist sort of look and feel. But it's just, I'm having a hard time. So my bias of just wanting people to be on the pitch and key and not sounding sharp and flat is coming through because I know some of y'all don't care. Like some of y'all really don't care about the vocal. And as long as you're getting a visual, and I do say, like, if you're not going to give me a vocal, give me a visual. But I have a hard time with that when Georgia is giving me a vocal and a visual and Malta's giving me a vocal and a visual. And I mean, are y'all living in a world where we get Georgia, Malta, and Austria? You're probably living in a world where we get Georgia and Austria, right? But then you're still leaving Malta out. I just don't feel comfortable with that prediction. I just, there's something about that just makes me go, And I don't think we'll get all three. But maybe we do. So let's see a scenario. Okay. If we get all three, then it's Estonia that's missing out. Estonia is the most on the cusp. And I'll be real, there's a world where we miss out on Estonia and then Denmark comes in because basically people are telling us, oh, well, I don't want messy. I don't want all over the place. I kind of want like polished pop perfection. And I think Denmark fits that bill. You know, there's something familiar about that Scandi pop. And then I think with that amazing arresting performance, you know, I mean, is there still a world where Georgia's by itself and maybe people just don't want to? No, Georgia's was too good, right? So we got to leave that there. And I think Estonia had more of the momentum. But let's see if we're living in, what if we live in, see, I just, this looks wrong to me. I think something's missing here. And so that's where I think, and again, this could be my bias. I'm thinking we could be looking at this and then what? Maybe Estonia does make it. Maybe we get the bombast and we get to have fun. Or maybe San Marino. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Let's hop in the comments. Okay, let's see what y'all are talking about. I'm going to put back where we were before. I'm going to go back to where we were before and sort of lay it all out. And I think I had Estonia down here. Yeah. I still have my interloper of Malta though. I'm like, here we go. Okay, so let's hop into these comments. Estonia out, San Marino in. And I think when I did my prediction, I was like, I could see that world where people go, I'm kind of between Estonia, San Marino. And I think I said, I was like, okay, we won't, like, what did I say? I was like, if we get Denmark, Latvia's definitely out. And then I think I said something with Georgia. I was like, if we get Georgia, then potentially Estonia is out because people are a little bit more hungry for the pop perfection. So there's that. Let's see. Ala Dinini. The fandom is so delusional saying that Austria can non-qualify after the amazing running order and staging, LMAO. But the delusion is not rooted in people not wanting it. The supposed delusion is rooted in the real reality that we are not experiencing a singer on the stage. We're experiencing a performer and a dancer, but we are not experiencing, I don't even feel comfortable saying like a singer. Shrek, people, Belgium isn't out, nor is Austria. Yeah, I think Belgium I feel definitely more confident about than Austria. But I know that there are some people who really are living in a world where Belgium is out now because they're just not receiving it. But I argue that I think some of those people weren't really feeling the song to begin with anyway. So it's like you weren't ever really a fan of it, so there was going to be nothing to convince you. But I will say I did get some tweets and some folks earlier today saying like, no, this was like my top 3, this was my top 5, and I'm letting it go. But I think there are some people really fervent about it. Let's see. Sis, you know Colleen is making it. Don't stress out. Schnitzel, I still think Belgium is in. It's not as good as I have wanted, but it's not a cynic moment. It's definitely not a cynic moment. I mean, at least this staging package actually makes sense. Cynic was standing there washed out in a black dress on her way to a funeral, unable to sing the notes with which she wrote on the page. This is not that. Shea, I think Czechia is in the conversation. I sadly think they're not. Even though there is a lot right happening here. But again, I'm not watching this in full. Normally at this point, this time in another year, I would really be able to tell you with a little bit more information. I don't have that information. I can't like kind of reassure you in the way that I want to, and I can't reassure myself with some of these things. Here we go. There will be a typical group of people who will vote for Estonia, just like, hey, ho, let's go. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. And again, I think ultimately the only thing that I would move from my initial prediction could be this scenario. Or this. I could see it. I could see it happen. Hopping back into the comments. Axel, Malta and San Marino won't survive in such a strong 100% televote semifinal, in my humble opinion. Malta and San Marino will shock qualify. Look, I love an unpredictable year, but remember last year, I think some people were thinking there was going to be some unpredictability, and there really wasn't. There really, really wasn't. We didn't have a lot of movement. Andreas, nah, Denmark is not making it. If someone takes Estonia's spot, it's Miss Bonici. And I think that, did I say that? Yeah, I was like, I think Malta could slide in. I think San Marino could slide in. But I'm telling you, some people just, if they want pop perfection, if we end up having just like all the pop people out here, I actually could see Denmark getting an edge over Malta. I could see it. I could see it happen. Maria, Luna qualifier or non-qualifier? I think Poland is. I think Poland is in. I think. Oh yeah. Let me show you where we left off. Oh yeah. Do you still have it? Yeah. This is it. I said that I think Cyprus is more hanging the fence. I think that was my main swap over. I was like, because I had Cyprus in before, but I was like, because I just didn't know what Poland was doing. But I do think if I did make a move, did I say that? Yeah. If I made a move, I removed Poland off the fence and put Cyprus kind of back on the fence. And then we could get this. But also, there's a world where Slovenia could just edge out Australia. I don't know. I just think Australia's is so anthemic, and the crowd element might help it. And again, Slovenia is just not giving mystical in the way that it probably needed to give mystical. Do we maybe look at Denmark in and then one of the pop girlies out? Well, I think I just presented that scenario, so I might have you commented it and maybe I just did it. Hepelo, Australia's staging is far from amazing. Let's be real. It's good. It's very, very slick. I'm not going to take it. It's a very slick show. Achnik, let's remember San Marino was the intro. I think it will be less striking once we get the chorus twice. Potentially, because there was a shot in there that I was like, ooh, the stage might be starting to look a little bit thin. But also with a rock entry, when you have the crowd and if people are into it in the crowd and kind of banging with it, that'll fill things out potentially. Jeff, Belgium's song is strong enough alone, just like City Lights. That's where I tend to agree. I do tend to agree with that. I'm just getting some love. Alesia, I love you. Thank you. Love you more for watching. Please don't stop making videos. Well, we don't have that much time left, so let me see what else we got in here. Official Spencer locals are eating up We Will Rave, and she'll do a Blanca 2023 moment. Well, Blanca hit her notes. So, like again on this channel, we said Blanca deserved to make it in the end. Denmark more likely to come dead last than qualify. That's what my pumpkin says. Powitara. Would Estonia be competing against Norway for? I don't think so. I don't think so. Estonia's competition in this is really combating the bombast of the Netherlands, Switzerland, and Greece. That's the thing. And even a little bit of Armenia, because it's a little bit traditional. And I think people are like, they might be buying the traditional of Armenia more than Estonia. Um, okay. Will someone break the non-qualification record of the Netherlands soon? Latvia is probably on its way. Latvia is probably on its way. Um, San Marino gives me Croatia 2021 vibes. Oh, like, so you mean just being right on the, well, no, but Croatia 2021 qualified. Technically, like with the televote qualified, but then like missed out like on one point, like when you did jury and televote. But in theory, it was in all the categories. So that's a hard comparison now that we're sort of in here. Um, Malta will do a Belarus 2019 moment. Oh wait, Filomeno says Denmark and Austria out. I don't know. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah, that's what they mean, Alicia. Oh, I fell out. Okay. Oh, that's what they mean. Oh, okay. Okay. And then we saw San Marino is giving me Triana 2017 vibes. It could happen because y'all know I loved it. Will we drop the line? All right. Well, I feel like I answered the questions of will it qualify. It seems like I had a little bit of movement in semifinal one, but I think ultimately my movement in semifinal two, I think we got to see these in full. I think that's the challenge. Like Estonia, we do kind of need to see in full. Austria, I need to hear that in full. And Malta, I think, maybe Denmark is moving a little bit over here, and maybe Malta is really our big French jumper. Maybe that's potentially we're jumping between. Well, if you liked this video and you watched all of this and you haven't liked this video or subscribed, what are you waiting for? I've got so much content coming for you. I am so excited for Eurovision 2024. I've got so much content coming for you. Turquoise carpets coming up. I've got events happening here. And then, of course, we have my Watch With Me live stream. So I hope you'll want to join on to that. But thank you all so much for watching. So many people are watching right now. Thank you. Thank you. I say thank you, and I feel like some people don't know. Like, really, thank you. I love this. I'm so excited.